Hi, my name is Beto Paredes, and I am the CEO of Artist XP and the Audio Deadline online streaming show experience. I have a lot to share with you about what it is that we're trying to accomplish here and who we're working for and why we have done all of the work that we have done up to this point with Artist XP and the Audio Deadline. But I want to give you my heart on a lot of things and where I came from and why it's important to understand who's behind the message that we have here as a company and why getting involved with us as an artist is going to be something that makes more sense than anything else you've done in your career up to this point. We feel we bring the most substantial centralized hub ever developed for a musician, for an artist, for all artists. When I turned 27 years old, I started developing technology. I started coding. I started writing code. And I started developing websites. And through that earlier development, it may be that I was lucky, but I got to work immediately with some of the most successful companies in the marketing industry early on. I cut my teeth in the affiliate industry. I cut my teeth developing high traffic, large web portals and creating branding for several companies that was taking their profits to multiple millions of dollars a year. Since that time, when I switched over to start developing internet technology, I've done 8 major projects for Inc. 500 companies, some that have gone on to make multiple millions a year. I've done over 2,000 projects. I've launched several successful online companies. And all the way up until this day, we have been a sought-after engineering company when it comes to marketing and sales on the internet in many different industries and verticals. We're a sought-after company. We are considered experts. Well, one of the things that we did early was get involved in social media, to get involved in the open graph technology that was available through Facebook, to exponent and actually work with social technology in such a way that we were creating websites and very large portals that were very integrated even early on with some of the biggest sites that were out there. I've developed this entire technology around aggregating all of the tools that are already available to you. Things like Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and centralize them in a way that you can still utilize all of those platforms, but something you can do with us that has never been done before, not the way we've done it, is you're able to aggregate that and then in our platform, of course, add all the rest of your media, put in your music, put in any of the videos that you have, add your media, and besides developing audience from those that are coming onto Artist XP as fans, as users. Besides just that, you're able to go in and set up trades with other artists. You're able to go in there and look at the other musicians, look at the other rappers, look at the other hip hop artists that are in there, the other producers, the other models, the dancers, and say, hey, would you be interested in a trade? I will share 5 of the pieces of media that you have if you'll share 5 of mine. Now, we've set it up to where that's not just a conversation, that's actually a contract. So you can go into Artist XP and you can trade. You can trade with as many artists as you would like, and you can set up as many contracts as you would like. What that means is that it's artists helping artists gain exposure for their work. And if you are familiar with things like groups in Facebook where there's a lot of artists there and working with each other there, doing listening parties, supporting each other, imagine being able to take that to the next level. To just get out of that container, being the Facebook group, and being able to share across all of the social media that any of the artists that are sharing with you have available to themselves. It's not much different than if an artist came to you and said, man, I love your stuff, and they share it manually on all of the social medias that they love. So not only will you be sharing in Artist XP, which is a full social experience, but you're also going to be broadcasting as well as anyone that's sharing with you, broadcasting out to all of their audience, sharing your media. This has come from what it really means to me to be able to support the artistry industry, musicians, dancers, models, other artistry. And let me tell you why it's so important to me. As I've seen social media develop, all kinds of popularity has come to light. All kinds of influencers have appeared. And it's very common for an influencer that is out there, social media influencer, right, has people that watch them, listen to them, like them, to basically share information about their life that in many ways does not equal in any way to the kind of art that an artist is producing. Funny cat pictures, just one that we are all familiar with that I can point out, that have gotten viral. And all of these different things of stuff going viral, someone wrecking their car and flying off of a cliff somehow got caught on video, goes viral. So much noise has been created in the entertainment business, online, in the social experience, that your work as an artist is being competitive against things that have nothing to do with mastery of art. That, I feel, is a travesty. That, I feel, has to be corrected in this industry. That is something that cannot continue in order for the art that you create, the music that you create, the dance that you create, the profound artwork in your modeling work, whatever it might be that you're striving towards as an artist, this enriched, valuable, emotionally driven content that we're trying to get people to share. We're trying to get people to connect with us and connect with each other. Because that's what music is all about. I can tell you from a musician's point of view, is that it affects us emotionally. It drives our experience emotionally. That's what makes music so universal. That's why it's been around forever. No matter what the politics have been, music has always been central to culture. It drives change. It drives unity. Artistry and creativity are so vital and important that it belongs in its own environment. It belongs somewhere where it can be purposely appreciated. So that's what ArtistXP is. ArtistXP.com is the site, but ArtistXP stands for the artist experience. This is a centralized place where you can get your grind on and other artists, models, and dancers and get exposure across several different audiences like you've never been able to do before. And to be able to present yourself as an artist in a complete format. So if you have all of these other aggregates, if you are on Facebook, on Instagram, anywhere else, you can aggregate that all to your main profile so that they can fully experience everything that you have to offer as an artist, including links out to your website, links out to anywhere else you may be selling your music, such as iTunes. It's very flexible what you're able to do within the profile management of our system. But art has been a very important part of my life. I am here to develop a way for you as artists to be able to make it in the industry if you're willing to do the work and have no ceiling ever in our application for you to grow as big as you would like to grow. That is what I have. That is what we have developed. That is